Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night and just stayed there? Eyes open, room quiet, clock ticking. You shift your position, you try to relax, but sleep doesn't come back the way it used to. And by morning, you don't feel restored. You feel drained. For many adults over 60, this becomes a quiet nightly struggle, waking up once, then twice, sometimes even 3 or 4 times. Most people assume this is just part of getting older. But here's the surprising truth. According to sleep research discussed by institutions like the National Institute on Aging and the Cleveland Clinic, frequent nighttime waking is not simply caused by age itself. In many cases, it's triggered by a hidden disruption in the body's internal rhythm, a system that controls when you fall asleep, how deeply you rest, and how often you wake. And here's what most people never hear. Sometimes the problem isn't what you do at night. It's what your body didn't receive earlier in the day. A missing signal, a small habit, a simple adjustment that tells your brain it's safe to stay asleep. Today, I'm going to show you one simple science-backed trick that many people overlook, yet it can help reduce nighttime awakenings and support deeper, more continuous sleep. It's gentle, it's natural, and it works with your body, not against it. Before we begin, take a moment to connect. Drop your name and where you're watching from in the comments. Our community is filled with people choosing better rest, better energy, and better days together. Now take a slow breath, because better sleep tonight often begins with a small shift you make today. The simple trick, morning light exposure, resetting your sleep clock. There's a quiet moment many people overlook. Early morning, curtains still drawn, lights still dim. You move through the start of your day indoors, barely noticing the outside world, and by night, sleep feels unpredictable. You wake up at 2 a.m., then again at 4 a.m., and your body never fully settles back into rest. For many adults over 60, this pattern becomes familiar. But here's what often goes unnoticed. The body is waiting for a signal it never received. Inside your brain is a small but powerful system called the circadian rhythm, your internal clock. It tells your body when to feel awake and when to feel sleepy. According to research from Harvard Medical School and the Mayo Clinic, this system relies heavily on one key trigger, morning light. As we age, the circadian rhythm becomes less sensitive and slightly weaker, which means it needs a stronger, clearer signal to stay aligned. Without that signal, the brain struggles to maintain deep, continuous sleep. This is why many older adults fall asleep easily, but wake up during the night. Their internal clock was never fully set during the day. How to do it, step by step. This simple habit takes only a few minutes, but its effect builds over time. Step outside within 30 to 60 minutes of waking. Natural daylight is far more powerful than indoor lighting. Stay in the light for at least 5 to 10 minutes. You don't need to stare at the sun. Simply allow light to reach your eyes naturally. Keep your posture relaxed. Stand, walk slowly, or sit comfortably. Let your body ease into the day. Avoid sunglasses during this time, if safe and comfortable. This allows more natural light to reach the eyes. Make it consistent. Try to repeat this every morning, even on cloudy days. The goal is not effort, it's exposure. Morning light enters the eyes and sends a signal directly to the brain's sleep center. This signal helps regulate melatonin, the hormone responsible for sleep. When your body receives enough light early in the day, it naturally prepares to release melatonin later at night at the right time. This leads to deeper sleep, fewer awakenings, a more stable sleep cycle. Walking alone, staying active, or even exercising cannot fully replace this light signal. Because this is not just about movement, it's about timing. If stepping outside isn't possible, sitting near a bright window can help, though natural outdoor light remains the most effective. This simple moment in the morning may not feel important, but it quietly tells your body, the day has begun, and tonight you will rest. Now that we've reset the body's internal clock, the next step goes deeper. Because staying asleep at night also depends on how calm and safe the body feels before bed. And that's where we go next. Evening. Calm signal, preparing the body to stay asleep. There's another quiet moment most people don't think about. The hour before bed, the lights are still bright, the television is still on, the mind is still active, replaying conversations, thinking about tomorrow, holding on to small tensions from the day. You lie down, hoping sleep will come, and it does, for a while. But sometime during the night, your eyes open again. Not because you're fully awake, but because your body never fully settled into deep rest. For many adults over 60, this becomes a pattern. Falling asleep isn't the problem, staying asleep is. Sleep is not just about closing your eyes. It's about shifting the body into a state of calm safety, what scientists call the parasympathetic state. According to research from Stanford University and the Cleveland Clinic, if the nervous system remains even slightly alert before sleep, the brain is more likely to trigger nighttime awakenings. And here's what often goes unnoticed. As we age, the body becomes more sensitive to stress signals, even small ones. A bright light, a loud sound, a busy mind. All of these can quietly tell the brain, stay alert. So even after falling asleep, the body remains lightly guarded and easily wakes. How to do it, step by step. This simple evening habit helps signal the body that it's safe to stay asleep. Dim the lights 60 minutes before bed. Lower lighting tells the brain that night has begun. Turn off screens or reduce brightness. If you use a screen, keep it soft and minimal. Sit or lie down comfortably. Allow the body to slow down naturally. Practice slow breathing. Inhale gently through your nose for 4 seconds. Exhale slowly for 6 seconds. Repeat this for 2 to 5 minutes. Release the day. Let your shoulders drop. Relax your jaw. You don't need to solve anything tonight. This is not a routine of effort. It's a transition into rest. Slow breathing activates the vagus nerve, which helps shift the body into a calm, restorative state. This lowers heart rate, relaxes muscles, and reduces the brain's alert signals. When this system is activated before sleep, the body is more likely to remain in deeper sleep cycles without interruption. Walking, exercise, or physical tiredness alone cannot create this calm state. Because sleep is not only physical, it is neurological. If you feel lightheaded while breathing deeply, return to a natural breathing rhythm and keep the pattern gentle. This quiet practice may feel simple, but it tells your body something powerful. You are safe. You can rest deeply. Now that the body is calm and ready for sleep, there's one final piece many people overlook, and it may be the difference between waking once or sleeping peacefully through the night. The night stabilizer, supporting the body through the night. There is one more moment that often goes unnoticed. Not when you fall asleep, not when you wake up, but what happens quietly inside your body while you sleep. Many adults over 60 experience this without realizing it. A subtle shift in the night, a light awakening, a brief feeling of restlessness, and often the cause is not noise, not stress, but something much more physical, a small drop in hydration, in stability, in comfort. During the night, your body continues to work. It regulates temperature, balances fluids, supports circulation. But as we age, this system becomes more sensitive. According to insights shared by institutions like the Mayo Clinic, even mild dehydration or discomfort can trigger the brain to partially wake the body. Sometimes it's a dry mouth. Sometimes it's slight muscle tension. Sometimes it's the body quietly asking for balance. And instead of staying in deep sleep, the brain brings you just close enough to waking. How to do it, step by step. This final habit is simple, but powerful when done consistently. Hydrate earlier in the evening. Drink a glass of water about 1 to 2 hours before bed. Avoid drinking too much right before lying down. Keep water nearby. A small sip during the night, if needed, can help the body settle again. Adjust your sleeping position. Use a pillow that supports your neck comfortably. Place a small pillow under your knees if lying on your back. Keep the room slightly cool and comfortable. The body sleeps more deeply in a calm, stable environment. Minimize sudden disruptions. Soft lighting, quiet surroundings, and gentle transitions if you wake. The goal is not perfection, it's stability. Proper hydration supports blood volume and circulation, which helps maintain steady body function during sleep. Comfortable positioning reduces unnecessary muscle activation and tension, and a stable sleep environment prevents the brain from detecting disturbances that could trigger waking. Walking, exercise, and even relaxation techniques prepare the body for sleep. But this step helps the body stay there. If you frequently wake to use the bathroom, adjust fluid timing earlier in the evening rather than increasing intake late at night. This final adjustment may seem small, but it tells your body, everything is steady, you can remain at rest. And when combined with what you've already learned, something begins to change. Sleep becomes deeper, nights become quieter, and mornings begin to feel different again. Rest is something you can rebuild. When sleep begins to change after 60, it can feel confusing. You go to bed tired, yet wake up in the middle of the night. You try to rest, but your body doesn't stay there. And over time, it's easy to believe this is just how things are now. But the truth is more hopeful than that. This isn't simply aging, it's your body asking for clearer signals. A signal in the morning to set your internal clock, a signal in the evening to calm the nervous system, and a signal at night to maintain comfort and stability. These are small adjustments, but together they create something powerful. According to sleep research from institutions like the National Institute on Aging, consistent daily rhythms can significantly improve sleep quality, even later in life. Not instantly, but steadily. And that's what matters. You are not behind. You're not broken. Your body still knows how to sleep deeply. It just needs the right conditions. This isn't about chasing perfect sleep. It's about gently guiding your body back into rhythm. So tonight, try one small change. Tomorrow morning, step into the light. Tomorrow evening, slow your breath. Let these moments become part of your routine. Because better sleep is not something you force, it's something you allow. And if you felt something shift today, even slightly, share it with us. Comment. Tonight, I rest. Because restful nights don't belong to a lucky few. They belong to those who understand their body and respond with care. You're not here to struggle through the night. You're here to wake up restored. And that can begin tonight.